live. There's no intro, no nothing. Just going live.
Don't you
Welcome
don't you have
everybody to
don't-
the Hot Dogs Podcast, the home of the original Dopest. No, or home of the Dopest original gaming podcast. Hot Dogs. We gotta get a better
wouldn't
name,
that
bro.
be a hot dog?
No,
I
Hot
thought we
Dogs.
were I thought this was canceled, to be honest.
What the podcast?
Yeah,
I was out of town. I was away.
for like a month and a half.
Well, no, there was a lot of stuff going on. So
Okay, well,
it's just we got to figure this out. We got to figure it out do it more semi regularly. It's not a you problem; it's a me problem.
yeah, it's everybody's problem.
Yeah. So how
I
you been,
well,
man?
well, I've been good. You know how I'm doing. You saw me yesterday.
I know, but I looked at your video today you did on the Evercade. You get the sense like you're a bit annoyed.
I'll tell you why I'll tell you why I was a little bit annoyed.
You legit sounded annoyed at the start of that video.
I was annoyed because I literally sat down to actually start filming a different video, and I saw that there was a new trailer, and I was like, "Oh man, now I got to do this first."
I saw Rich's video first. Rich is the first video. Speaking of devil, here he is. Hey, Rich, channel member, Rich.
So actually, I filmed the reaction video. Then I filmed the video I originally was gonna make for my pinball channel, and that annoyed me too because I filmed it for an hour before I realized I was using the wrong thing on OBS, the wrong the profile. So it didn't have the right dimensions. It was actually cutting the screen off.
Oh,
So then I had to do the whole thing again, and it was getting annoying because I thought I could do. I was actually playing one of the tables
dude,
that
I
I hadn't
could
played
sense it
before.
in your intro that you had this underlying like, here we are 3 days later. And I'm like,
Yeah, and
and it's the
and
Sunday,
then
and I'm like,
after that, and then after I was doing the pinball one, I have the Irem video, which I actually thought I had completed, and then I changed my mind about how I was going to do something, so I had to actually record more stuff for that too.
yeah. Hey Brian, how you doing? Hey Rich. Yeah, I had no idea it was a trailer drop. We had people around yesterday, family and stuff. So I was just fiddling around, got on YouTube, and I'm like, oh, Rich got a new video. What? I'm like, oh, I guess I should do a video too. And I was
Well,
pleasantly surprised.
it's their channel is one of the ones I have, I think, the bell on, so I get a notification when they post stuff. So it came up on my phone. I was like, oh man.
So the bell works. You know, so many YouTubers complain the bell doesn't work. I think it's just they're making stuff up. Every
I
time I
think there's
click the bell, it works.
here's the reason the bell's confusing is because you can click the bell and have it do different things. So you
Yeah.
can have it click it and have it not send you a notification too.
I
So if
don't
you've
know.
set it up that way, then you're not going to get notified. I don't
Yeah.
see that's the thing. The bell works. That's why bell works too well. So when everybody started saying, when the bell first showed up and everybody started saying, click on the bell, I started clicking on the bell for everybody's channel. And then before I knew it, my phone was going off like every hour with
Yeah.
everybody's videos. I was like, oh, I got to unring all these bells because this is crazy.
I don't ring the bell.
I only ring the bell if it's there's only a few channels I'll ring the bell on because I want to be notified whenever they put out a video. The Evercade one is one of them. I think like Zen Studios is another one. I think
Yeah.
Red Letter Media might be another one. If there's any others, there's not more than two more because I don't get notifications like even every day. Maybe it's once every 3 days.
Right. Yeah, no, I was like I don't think I rang the bell. Maybe I do. It's just it's out of laziness. It's not anything more than that for me. Like I forget about it. Like subscribing is a big deal. So usually it's in my subscriber feed to the channels I'm sub to. So
And the other thing was that it was the Pico 3 collection, and I honestly was not excited for a Pico 3 collection.
I was complete opposite. I was
Everybody
super
else was, and I was like, oh, these are all going to be games I already know about.
Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, 40 Winks is the one I actually do remember playing before, and that game is not bad at all.
Well,
It's
I
a decent
remember
game.
why I heard of 40 Winks because I know why I thought it was a Nintendo 64 game
They
because
brought it to 64, right?
yes, it was going to be it was on PlayStation, but it was canceled for the Nintendo 64. And
Right.
when Pico got the license, they actually released it like
Oh,
10 years ago.
yeah. But at long after the 64 died, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that's how I heard of that game.
Yeah. So this was funny, right? Because I'm sure we'll talk a lot about it next week, and opinions may
Oh
change.
yeah,
But
yeah.
Funstock leaked this. That's why no, this was not planned. Funstock leaked it in a tweet. Apparently, Rich was saying
Oh, you know another reason I was annoyed? Because
it's
it's daylight
Sunday and you're
savings
making
time.
content.
It's daylight savings time. So I
Oh,
already lost an hour of sleep.
yeah, it's my wife's worst day of the year. I make fun of her every year. She hates this day because she loses an hour of sleep.
Well, normally it would affect me, but I had to drive my wife to work. So she woke me up and I
Yeah.
looked at the clock, and sure enough, the clock I looked at was like the one clock in the room that doesn't automatically update. And I look at the clock and say, isn't it too early for this?
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny though. My car has a daylight savings check mark, so that automatically updated. The only thing didn't update was our stove and our stove updated. Our microwave didn't.
I was constantly looking at clocks all day that had the wrong time on it.
Yeah, I don't mind daylight savings time. For me, like I'm pretty good with it. Rich is not. He doesn't like it. It'll be rough tomorrow. I'm glad I'm work from home on Mondays because it'll be a lot of accidents up here in Canada during the switchover on DST for the first workday.
It was my
8
cat was
a.m.
yelling at me, and I was like, it's not your dinner time yet. It's and I looked at and I was like, oh wait, yeah it is. Never sorry.
Yeah, no, it was interesting. Like they never do anything on Sunday, so I knew something was up. I was totally caught by surprise, as was the
Yeah, I
internet.
saw something that might have been forced.
Yeah,
Not when they intended to release it. But
Funstock tweeted out apparently an image with Team 17 Amiga and this one and a travel mug,
I did see
then
that.
Evercade had to release it.
Yeah, I saw somebody posted something about that.
Yeah,
But
you know,
I kind of just wish they had posted both of them on the same day. They've done that before. They've released two trailers, one right after another.
yeah, you
And then I
think,
was like, I could have just made one video.
yeah. No, but twice to get on the Evercade algorithm. Your channel's doing so good, so you got two opportunities. I love what you're doing with your. Sorry, I'm giving you comments on your channel. I like what you're doing now with your summary, your line, your
Oh
title.
yeah.
First to
That's
three.
me. That's not me thinking too hard about what I'm like. I used to. It's just used to be just cookie cutter. It's like, oh, this is it, and then it's right. And I was like, let me just type in something irrelevant.
Well, I do sometimes like that. Every now and then I'll do a clickbaity one. Like everybody thinks my Amiga one was clickbaity, Amiga disappointment, but on the image, and I'm like, but I kind of was. I kind of was left feeling mad with the Team 17. So that one was not as much clickbaity as yeah.
It was so funny. I was so expecting to see worms pop up, and it didn't. And I was
No,
like,
I'm glad it
I'm
didn't
confused.
because
I'm confused. That's what, and to me, that's what Team 17 is known for. I watched your video, and
yeah.
you were like, "Oh, they're known for Alien Breed." And I had never even
I
heard
did
of it
mention
before.
worms. I did mention worms in my video.
You did. You said
Yeah.
that, but you said they're more
Yeah,
Alien Breed was
for
the very
me, they're more known for Alien Breed, but they're famous for of worms. I think, right? That's how it probably would
yes,
go.
that was the one thing I knew for sure that they had done. And to me that was like what they were most
They
known
did
for.
worms
So I kind of
Armageddon.
so yeah, they did all of that. That's why that was why it was the most expected game I thought I'd see on that, because that was the game they were most well known for.
Yeah,
They're still putting out games. A couple of
yeah.
years ago, they put a game out on well, it's on Steam, it's on Switch, called Yoku's Island Express. Have
I've
you
heard of
heard of
that.
that one?
Yeah,
What?
I have. I haven't played it.
You,
I just heard of it.
I've played through it. They actually sent me a preview, a copy of it. And then I can't remember. I think I might have actually gotten a copy for it for free on Steam. And then I wound up buying it on Switch anyway, even though I played it through on Steam. But it's so interesting that they turned it's a platformer where you can't jump.
No, that's awesome.
It's a pinball platformer.
Yeah. Oh, it was pretty wild. Like I did not expect to be making so much Evercade content this week, but it is what it is. Like I mean, It's just funny how it goes, right?
Well, that yeah, I'm like, come
Okay.
on, I need to catch up on all this other stuff. My main channel hasn't had a video up in like 2 months.
What's the main content on that one?
Everything else. But
Everything.
I've
Okay.
only been making videos on Evercade and pinball, so I haven't been putting anything out on that video channel except for the Roxy Raccoon video. Because the guy sent me the code for that like a year ago, and I was like, I want to play this game. I've been wanting to play it for a while, so I finally did made a video on it. But I'm trying to figure out what I should do with the other channel to actually put something out a little bit like around something around once a month. I'm trying to think
Right.
what would be easy and quick and actually something people would want to watch. And yeah, and every time I think of an idea, I change my mind about it like the next day.
That's the thing. You got so many channels now, right? Like, and
Well, the thing is, it's like if I didn't split the channel up,
yeah,
I'd still be doing exactly the same videos. They'd
that's
just
true.
be all on that channel.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't have the dilemma of having a channel without a video for X couple weeks, right?
And it's not that big of a deal, I suppose.
Yeah,
I just kind of wished I wasn't going so long without a video. I mean, if I go a year without a video on that channel, that's fine as long as I'm putting stuff out on the other channels. But,
if I went a year without a video, I think my channel will probably grow more.
well, that's happened. That happens to people. There's some people that don't put out a video in like years, and their channel just keeps growing based on what they've already got on it.
Yeah, because I just hit 300 videos on my channel, so I've got quite a bit of content, and it's very diversified now too. It's like obviously Evercade's got like 158 videos on my channel, but
You've
Steam
got a
Deck's
couple
exploding
channels.
quick.
Which channel are you talking about? This channel,
Yeah, Evercade.
EverCanadian.
Yeah, so it's got 158. I got 300. I hit 300 videos this week on it, but
Let's
it's
see. Where do we
diversified.
find out how many videos you have? Is that under
It's right under
content?
the on your main page. It says subscriber and it says videos right beside it.
I have to go to my main page. Okay,
Brian, I was
well,
hoping you would ship my EXP. Mine got shipped by DHL, which sucks because you know what? I'm gonna pay duty on it. I've never gotten anything from DHL outside of Canada that I didn't have to pay duty on. I thought it was Fun Stock
it
bundle
says
of
1.1K videos, so it's not telling me exactly how many videos.
Oh, Ian brought up a good point. Like you could have yeah, I think why Ian they add to because people saw the images on the back of the Pico and it was totally different. But they probably didn't have to rush out this trailer today. They could have probably just let speculation run amok for a few days.
Yeah,
They could have.
I thought it was a fun stack bundle of Teen 17 and Pico
Yeah.
1.
Pico
Yeah,
1 and
let's
2,
get
I
rid of
think.
this count. We're only going to sell it to you if you buy the newest one or
Yeah.
buy
Well,
this old
Pico
one.
1 and 2 are discontinued, right?
I wouldn't know. I'm not keeping track of that.
Yeah. They're discontinued. My God.
Let's see. My last video up. Oh, I guess it wasn't 2 months ago. It was only a month ago.
Well, there you're all right.
It's probably
All right.
over a month ago.
We have to go. I've got to get back on the Playdate. I got something. This game is definitely going. This one's definitely going to be convincing you to get it.
I don't know if you can convince me anymore. I heard they're raising the price on that thing.
All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm. Core
Core
fault.
fault. Okay, first thing. This is the first time an animated background for a logo is there. So this is Vampire Survivors. Can you
You
hear
mean on
that?
the menu, it's got an animated
Yeah, that's first time I've
image.
played it.
Well, if it's possible, why doesn't anybody else do it?
Can you hear my volume?
Robot droid interface.
Yeah. Okay, so you choose your primary weapon. I gotta move my logo.
So you got 3 weapons to choose from.
All right. So I can do a beam, fire a shock horizontally, And I'm going to do this one.
Static field. That doesn't sound like a weapon.
Well, I haven't done this weapon before. So
Okay,
I'm using the
so
crank to move.
how are you like using the crank to move? How
Yeah.
you are you using the D-pad to choose your direction then?
Not using the D-pad at all.
Well, how are you deciding which way he's turning?
Okay, so it's directional on the crank. So it's rotating the character, and whatever way he's facing is the way he's going. You see?
Oh, is he just automatically moving forward?
Yeah, he's automatically always moving.
Okay, that makes sense. I thought you were like you were moving him, but you're just choosing the direction he's going. You can't stop.
Yeah, now I'm gonna go and upgrade my guy. Now I use the D-pad. I gotta turn the volume down a little bit so I can hear it. So you go into your upgrade. Now you can upgrade your attack speed, increase health per level, and projectiles pass through one more enemies per level. So I don't have projectiles, so I'm gonna do
So
my
you
shield.
pass a level. So every level you get a new upgrade.
So you can see the level up bar to the left.
I do. Oh, I see it now. It's being covered up by your Playdate game spotlight.
Yeah.
I had to wait for it to go past that image before I saw it.
This game
Okay,
is super fun, man.
Okay, that looks good.
But you can still get the Playdate for the cheap price if you order it before April 7th.
Okay, I don't know. I have a feeling that if I bought it, it would just be one of those things that would sit there.
What?
Besides, I'm waiting for the upgrade for this thing.
What? Oh. What is that?
The Ardu boy. I've shown you this before.
Oh yeah, you have.
Yeah, there's a thing I'm getting to upgrade it so it can actually hold more than one game.
Hey, have you played Vampire Survivors yet on Steam?
No, I have not actually. I think I have it. I just haven't played it. See here. Yeah, the funny thing, you know what the really funny thing was? For all these games, I haven't played on Steam, and yet I kind of had the urge to play Worms.
What? Oh, I died.
Vampire Survivors, there it is.
So what do you think, Crow?
I think that this may be the best Playdate game you showed me so far.
Oh wow, it's really fun, and it's a collaboration between Dave Maker and Squid God, probably two top indie devs out there now for putting out games. And you can go in, you have permanent unlocks. You go into your unlocks, and if you get enough coins, this like a traditional roguelike, you get this permanently on your character. I've got 10 coins, so I can increase my damage per level, so 5. So I've spent that. And I'm going to increase my health, so I can level that up 3 times. Dude, like, this system is, like, I played a good chunk of this game. And it was $6 if you buy it. But because I'm in a Patreon, I support Squid Dev, I get all his games for free. And he puts out a game almost every month. And I only pay like $5 a month for his Patreon. And I get the source code. So if I want to build another game, I'll get his source code and I can modify it the way I want. So is this one getting you close, Crow?
No, I'm sure I can find something similar to that on Steam.
Oh, yes, I know you can. It's called Vampire Survivors.
Oh, okay, then there you go. I'm good. I'm good to go.
I know, but I love the like little guy story of the Playdate, you know? For me, it's like it's something special that this exists in the same world as a game I'm addicted to now called Wulong on AAA game on my Steam Deck. Like that I can go and play these games out there, and they're really fun and pretty much fully featured. I don't know.
I'm actually been playing a game without even realizing it because I forgot it was running. Antimatter Dimensions.
I thought it was going to be your rubber ducky game.
Oh, if you thought that wasn't a game, this game might be less of a game than that game is.
Really?
Yeah. Especially once you get it going. It's the kind of game for people who likes to watch numbers going up.
Okay, yeah, Ian, I'm going to check it out in a second. I just want to get this little playthrough done. This little robot's so cool. So, like, there's tons of different weapons in there, too. I don't like the beam weapon. The beam weapon kind of sucks. So if I can get past this level, I get 15% damage increase.
That's so weird. Did
What?
you didn't disable the chat, did you?
No. You have to be subscribed.
Oh.
Jeez, Cody, you're not even subscribed to my channel?
But I was seeing it before.
No, I set up subscriber only. At least then I know if the riffraff comes, they're subscribers.
Because I know I can see the comments through StreamYard.
So get that. My longtime YouTube buddy Crow's not even subscribed to my channel.
Well, I was, remember?
No, remember when? How embarrassing for me.
I'm subscribed. I'm not a member.
No, just not members only. Just subscriber only, Jack.
But I am subscribed to your channel. That's
how
come
you couldn't chat?
I think something screwed up when I because I was seeing it.
All right, I gotta check my Twitter. All right.
Hopefully we don't get an echo when I pull this up again.
No, it's fine. I'm just Ian sent me a DM, so he probably wants to show me a game.
You didn't hear that twice, did you?
No.
Okay, then that means things are working the way they should. Okay, now something screwed up when I was flipping back and forth between my desktops, and it just all of a sudden told me that was just not available for some reason.
Okay.
Because every time I bring it up, I have to click on it to save that, to show it on all desktops. So when I flip desktops, I can see it. And for whatever reason, it's taking its time to do it. Come on. I just want to make sure that you...
All right, this is what he wanted me to show you. This is what he wanted me to show you.
Okay, I see a sink. And it's really... Hang on a second. I'm just...
There's your fishing game. It's a fishing adapter. That's awesome.
So wait a minute. Wait. Is that an actual fishing game, and that's just an accessory that you don't actually need?
That's Squid Dev's accessory. I don't know who... Ian, did you make this accessory? But that's freaking awesome. But I think that's Squid God Dev game. That's the crank plus.
I'm trying to figure out, like, looking at that fishing game, it just looks like a regular fish radar.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Depth sounder. Yeah. That's pretty cool. All right. But this is what. There's something else on the Playdate that came out this week, and I wanted to show you. It's not a game though. So they opened up catalog. So they have their own.
Wait a minute, isn't this an animated menu?
Yep, this new patch allowed them. This is their own store. They've got a store now. You can buy their games directly off of the Playdate itself.
Their games or anybody's games?
Any games. They got games. There's mostly indie games.
Okay, so do you have?
They gave us 2 free games because we're like anybody who owns it got 2 free ones. I love the beat.
I wouldn't want to be that botanist.
Huh?
I wouldn't want to be that botanist.
There's music here? I'm not getting the music. But yeah.
I'm not getting music either.
Oh, I am now. So this is
Is
the
it like
games
the?
you got on there. And they'll
Oh,
update
wait
you
a minute.
with.
Go up. Go up. Go up. Was that tapeworm? Is that on here?
Yep, tapeworm's on there.
Ah, interesting.
$9 plus tax.
But we're gonna get it on the Evercade, so.
Yeah. But there's mostly a lot of indie games. But yeah, they're gonna keep adding new games there. But the fact that now you can just buy it directly and it's cranked to buy. If you buy it, you have to crank it.
Wait, I just got a curiosity. When you connect your Playdate to the PC to do that kind of stuff, do you actually have to physically plug in, or can you do it wirelessly?
It's plugged in via USB-C.
Okay.
Yeah. See, these are a little
Direct?
bit more expensive games. $15. Wow.
Really? What's the most expensive game you've seen on this thing?
$15.
Oh, okay.
Most of the games are free, indie, like the ones I play, indie games. Like Bloom should be, that's $10. Wow. $2. Highland. The Botanist, I've never heard of this one. $9. Oh, more info. Oh, that's pretty cool. You get screenshots too. That's pretty wild. So Tapeworm is $9. Made by Low Tech
Wait a
Games.
minute. Oh my goodness. I thought, see, daylight saving time is screwing me up so much. Is that I was looking at a clock that I had already changed, thinking I didn't change it, thinking it was already an hour later than it actually was.
Oh, this one's free. Real steel.
Oh, you're actually stealing it.
Yes, I am.
They took two words and spelled them both wrong.
I think I crashed my Playdate. Oh, no. Yes, I did.
I wonder, is this a fishing game of some sort? It's really weird looking. They're all on a pier.
Let me
Click,
there
click,
it is.
click, click.
I must have had to download, I guess.
Which one is this now? Is this the real steel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Beat the game to unlock new thieves and campaigns. What? This sounds suspicious.
Crook, line, and sinker. Okay. Did you ever? You had a 3DS, right?
Oh, I've got like many 3DS.
Do you remember the? Wasn't there like the Street Pass game with the fishing?
Oh yeah,
Wasn't
yeah,
there?
yeah. The games I've noticed on Playdate, there's a lot of text in them.
Really? You would
Yep.
think that there'd be not so much text since you're supposed to be quiet when you're fishing. The arts are overfund. Okay. You know, I have not seen one fish in this game.
Not yet. I gotta know if that was Ian's 3D accessory on his Playdate.
Okay, here we go. Are you
Oh,
using the crank to go up and down to
yeah.
for the line? I'm
Yep.
guessing you're using the D-pad to swing back and forth.
And this is free? I'll be down with that.
So, you not supposed to touch the walls? I'm trying to see where but oh, he fell off. Pick up. You have to pick up the thief. You're supposed to not hit that bar, I guess, for too long.
Yeah. Well, man, this is hard to control.
Is there any particular reason it keeps going? It's kind of hard to tell what's going on because I'm not controlling it, but it keeps going. It looks like it's going in directions you don't want it to go.
I don't know if it's using the accelerometer or not. It's kind of.
I'm confused. I'm a little confused. Is like, how is this string going through the walls? Press A to switch directions. Of the magnet, probably. Okay, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Battletoads. Battletoads.
Oh my god, this is like so painful to play.
The second level in Battletoads. Except in that one, you got to punch. At least you got to punch birds.
And this is like the longest level in the history of levels.
There was one game. It's on the Evercade too. I can't remember which one it was, but I couldn't believe that the levels weren't ending. They just kept going on and on and on. And then all of a sudden, it was like end of level 1. I was like, "What? That took like 20 minutes."
So yes, that is the game.
There you go.
That's the catalog, which is that was cool. Want to talk some Analog Pocket?
Okay.
Have you seen Analog Pocket yet?
Have I seen it?
Yes.
Yes. I've not seen it in real life. I've seen pictures of it. That's a FPGA system, right?
Yeah. How come this is not working? Did I forget how to do? How do I share an OBS screen again?
How do you have to do the virtual camera?
Oh. How do I do that?
Which is what I'm using. And then I could do things like this.
Hey, yo, days! Hey, yo, days!
What was that?
Oh, I can do. I don't know, man. I'm okay. How do I do virtual camera?
It's on. You know where the start recording, start streaming, start recording, and the third option should be start virtual camera.
It's not turning on for me.
It's under controls. Is it that when you click on it, does it say stop virtual camera?
Yeah.
That then in your StreamYard, you have to change the input to the OBS.
Oh, my video.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh,
It's
now I get.
acting like your webcam once you push start virtual camera.
No, that's not working either.
Is it? Because you have OBS open, right?
There it is.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
How do I make it bigger? All right.
Yep.
So this is my Analog Pocket. This is the settings for it, and
Memories.
Yeah. So memories is save states and screenshots. So this is some of the save states I have. I've just started messing around with this, and this is some of my screenshots, which is none.
But you have some from December.
What, screenshots?
Yeah, it said that had the dates there, December 20 something, 29th or something.
Oh, that was save states.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. So save states, but screenshots is the new thing, is what you're saying.
So
Okay.
there's the library, which was the big feature I was super excited about with the analog. It's so not cool. So you build your library. I thought it was going to come with a full library of all the games ever made, but no, that's not the case. So it just goes in and it just really is just this.
What does it do? Does it copy the game into the memory and it
No,
just
it's
stays
supposed to have
there?
information about the game and stuff like that, but it doesn't do anything. Like it just
You
tells
might
you
have
to
to
publish it.
you might have to supply your own image, I guess.
Yeah, you do. They're going to work on that though. They're supposed to improve it, but like it's really not cool. Like I thought it was going to be much cooler. The way to describe it is like, oh,
Maybe
going back
it's
to Ian has a question. Sorry, Ian, I never saw that. Going back to
PDP.
Playdate, Pete, do you think Season 2 be a one-time purchase to be included on the catalog? I think so, yeah. I think it will be. I still don't understand OpenFPGA. But anyway.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
know much about FPGA because I don't have any device that has that. I don't think I do.
This is some of the games I put on my Game Boy EverDrive.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. Like,
Well, that I do. I have the Ever SD. And yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Easy Flash. That's what I have. Easy Flash. I don't know why I thought. It's been a while since I looked at it, I guess. Let's see here. There we go.
I don't have a PlayStation dock, Playdate dock. I need to get one. But I must say, like the analog's starting to grow on me a little bit.
I'm surprised you haven't sold it because you never said a good thing to say about it.
I know. Well, I always said the screen was nice, and I like that, but everything else kind of sucked a little
Got
bit.
my buttons that light up when I pushed them.
Dude, that's so cool, man. I need one of those.
Well, I modded it this way. I built this from scratch.
Yeah, I know. It looks dope, man. It looks really cool. Do you think the Game Boy Advance has better graphics than Super Nintendo?
Well, no. Here's the thing. The Game Boy Advance, when they made the games for them, they were meant to be played on a screen this big. They weren't meant to be blown up on a television. So, I think by default, the Super Nintendo graphics are going to look better because they're going to have a higher resolution than the Game Boy Advance. Now, I don't know if they had designed the Game Boy games to have a higher resolution, if they would actually look better. Maybe. I don't know the technical aspects behind that, to be fair. But all I could tell you is that with like the Game Boy Advance player on the GameCube,
Yeah.
they still look like this. But I'm trying to think if there were any games that they may have made with the intentions of, hey, you could hook this up to a TV and it would look better.
Yeah. Because they never made the Super Game Boy Advance, right? For the SNES.
Well, they didn't. They had the Game Boy Advance player, and that attached to the GameCube.
Yeah, I have that, which is so silly because you need a disc.
Yeah, to boot it up. But actually, there's a ways around it now. You can get a memory card for the
This looks
GameCube.
pretty good on blowed up.
Oh yeah, some games look fine, and some games just don't look that good. They look better on. Like I said, all these games were meant to be played on a smaller screen.
I'm playing this on my PlayStation 4 controller. It's one of the few compatible controllers with the dock.
I was going to do this, and I just never got around to it. But you could get a memory card for the GameCube where you could put a micro SD card in it, and
Really?
load up some software on it, like some sort of bootloader or something, and then you can actually use the Game Boy Advance player without a disc. In fact, it would actually run it better than the disc. You could like with less lag. I think maybe, I don't know what the details were. All I know is it was better than actually using the disc. And I intended to do that and follow the instructions. I even got the memory card, and then I just never did anything with it.
Why am I dying here? Oh, the Flash game. Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah. How come I'm not like super jump in there? What am I doing wrong here?
I don't know. I've never played this one. What is this one?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, but what's the subtitle on it?
I don't know, but I gotta run.
I probably have it on this thing, and I just.
There you
Let's
go.
see here.
Oh, I got double jump. That's true. I've got the most boring game lineup because I got like a lot of superhero games. Okay, I've got to
Okay,
do a
we
double
got.
jump.
Oh, I see it. They didn't have a subtitle, so there's a 1 and a 2.
What's up with the frame rate in this game?
Well,
I'm not sure.
it could be the stream. I don't know.
Yeah,
You're
I
playing
mean,
that. Yeah.
I'm playing this docked. My analog pocket is docked right now.
This is weird looking. Oh wait, this is the new Turtles.
Is that the one Mutant Melee?
No, it's just this isn't the one I keep forgetting that they made other versions of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles after the one I knew.
Back to the analog pocket though. Yeah, my initial review is my most disliked video I've ever created in my life. And this is the guy who created 200 Amico videos. Like, I've seen videos being disliked, but I've never had a dislike to like ratio as my why I hate this thing video on the analog pocket. It's got 42% liked it.
Nice.
So every one of my videos, high 90s, 100%, because there's always some tool out there who just automatically dislikes every video I put out right away within the first 10 seconds. But I did a follow-up video in which I said, you know what? Hey, I can give things another chance, and I'm slowly coming around to it. Why?
Pick the right
I want to play my library. Crow, but I'm surprised you have that, because you're not a big handheld gamer. That's self-professed.
I have it because I wanted to build a Game Boy Advance. That's the only reason.
It was more of a learning thing for you to figure it if you could do it, right?
It's just something I always wanted to do. So I built it.
How you doing, buddy?
I have it.
Japan? Sorry, Crow. Yeah, I see Muzz come in. I got to say hello to Muzz. He's been with me since the beginning. But this is my favorite style of games to play on mobile game handheld games. Crow is side scroller beat 'em ups like this. By far, my favorite game always to play on any handheld is this style game.
Actually, you know what one of my favorite games is on the Game Boy Advance is WarioWare.
Yeah, is that the first one? The first ever one?
The very first one. I bought that on a whim.
Yeah, that got like really critical reviews. That's the one that's got like mini games are like 5 seconds or something like that, right?
Yeah, the micro games. Yeah, and that's the one that spawned a whole series.
I never got into him, but I think like WarioWare, is he evil, or is he just a jokester version of Mario?
He's evil, and he's like a greedy version of Mario.
Okay.
So he's like he was like the evil version of Mario when he first debuted, because he's in like the first game he was in, it was like Super Mario Land 2, and he was the antagonist in that game. But after that point, he started starring in his own games where he's just this greedy doofus guy, and that's the whole premise of that micro game series, is that he's a game developer, and he's hired all these other game developers, and they make all these games, and that's what you're
awesome. Yeah, I never got into it. I'm a Mario guy. I never got into Wario, but I feel like I'm going to, like, as games I want to play, and they're not too expensive for the most part.
Well, except for the first one now.
But I'd probably buy them all digitally, to be honest with you. I'm pretty much done with physical games, to be honest with you.
You know what? That's exactly one of the reasons why I've been selling so much stuff on eBay.
I like this.
Because I simply don't care anymore.
Yeah, but Steam Deck is like taking over my life. I love the Steam Deck. And I got to be honest, the Evercade, dude, having those Capcom built-in games, feels great. It feels great. I don't have to go look for a cart. Not that that's a chore, people. Don't get me wrong.
Usually, if I'm playing a game, I'll it's not a big deal. I'm not always constantly swapping in and out discs. If I'm playing a game, it's going to be the game I'm playing until I'm done with it.
So you're different than me. I'm a buffet gamer, right? So,
well, I play different things too. It's just that I'll swap from it's usually just one thing per system.
Yeah.
So like on the Evercade, I'm done playing with the Irem collection, and
but that's a great example of a buffet meets you, the in between my style and your style, because 10 games, you could find one you want to play and play through, but I get the variety of Switch, especially on a VS. I get 20, 30 games sometimes to play.
Or you could be on Steam and play 2 games at once.
Oh, don't I love my Steam Deck, dude. Like this.
You know
Oh my
what?
God, did I just
I
electrocute myself?
every time I consider looking at the Steam Deck, I think to myself, I don't need this. I have a laptop.
Oh, dude, you always need a Steam Deck, man. It's the greatest purchase ever bought.
But here's the thing, though. Even with handhelds, I don't always walk around with a handheld. And if I find myself in a place where I'm bored and I need to play a game, I could just pull up something on my phone.
True. I get what you're saying.
But like, I'm not gonna say that like the Evercade hasn't come in not in handy because I knew I was gonna be stuck in a hospital waiting room for a really long time one time, so I brought that with me. 'Cause I knew I had something to keep me entertained for hours on end.
Yeah.
But most of the time, like if I'm gonna just like waiting at the dentist or something, I'm just gonna be looking at my phone anyway.
Why?
My worry with the Steam Deck though is like you buy it, and then what happens in a couple of years when
Get the
all
Steam
of a sudden,
Deck too.
exactly, you're gonna have to keep buying it, and that's not really what PC gaming kind of is.
Oh, PC gaming's all about upgrading. What are you nuts?
It's all about upgrading, but not the whole thing all at
Yeah,
once.
but you know, okay, all right. Listen here, the Steam Deck is under $400, right? That's a video card upgrade every 2 years.
I can argue no, because that is the cheapest version of the Steam Deck. That's
okay. Let's go with the middle, $600. My most expensive is 800 Canadian. So,
but you wouldn't want that because you want the one that holds the most number of games.
yeah,
So
but
you want
can
the
do
most
transfer. Yeah, but I'm just saying though, like, but to upgrade your computer every 2 years, it's going to be roughly anywhere from $500 to $1,000, depending on video card prices. Let's be honest.
If you're just looking at video cards, yes, but you can also, and people do this every year, get a new video card, but then sell off the one they just had. So you're just kind of paying a minuscule difference in price.
Yeah, I guess. But you can always change. Once you buy a new Steam Deck, you can sell your old Steam Deck.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Like all I'm saying is that why is this not quitting out?
But to me, it's all of a sudden now that you're making the PC more like a console, where it's either all or nothing.
True. I know. I'm not. I get both sides. But
and I just it doesn't seem. Can you for size comparison? How big is it compared to the Evercade?
The Steam Deck?
Yeah, the Steam Deck.
Jeez, it's probably 3 times the size. Total weight.
Is it like the size of an Atari Lynx?
It's bigger than Lynx.
Really?
Yeah.
It's actually bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah, Steam Deck's fairly big. It's about 10. I'd say about 10 inches.
So it's not something you could just carry around in your pocket all the time.
No, you wouldn't be able to carry it in your pocket. No, of course not. No, Steam Deck's pretty big, dude.
So what's the difference?
It's
between taking that and a laptop.
Because the Steam Deck's supposed to be like a home console because it has sticks and joysticks and it's like a controller with a screen.
But I could plug a controller into my laptop even wirelessly.
Yes, you can say all those things. I don't have a great answer for you. All I know is I love my Steam Deck. I love the library.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm not. Yeah, if you like it, that's fine. Yeah, I just think that every time I think about it, I just think it's something I don't need because when I go on vacation, when I go up camping and stuff, I'll bring my laptop and I can play games on my laptop.
Yeah, and if you want more versatility and functionality, if you just want a device, a PC to do more than gaming, like email and all that, obviously don't take your Steam Deck, take a laptop, right? But when I don't know, like it's just rendered most of my other gaming. It's like the perfect game system for me because it has all the PC games, all the AAA games, all the retro games, all the indie games. It's handheld. It's awesome. It has a great ecosystem with very cheap games. You can never not find cheap games on that system. It's rendered my Switch into being a Nintendo machine only because Nintendo's not on Switch. And
Exactly. Yeah.
that's it. That's what I play. Like I bought Wulong, which is from Team Ninja. I don't know if you know about Wulong Fallen Destiny. It's from the same guys who made Neo 1 and 2. It's like a Souls game. I'm absolutely loving it. It plays so good on my deck. It plays really good on my deck.
What's it called? I'm looking it up right now.
Wulong Fallen Destiny.
The W-O? Oh, here it is. I typed in W-O and it was like the first thing that popped up.
If I purchase a Steam Deck this year, how many years do you think it can fairly play AAA games? That's a great question. See, this is a tough one. I'd say maybe 2 years max if publishers don't start developing with the Steam Deck as a SKU. Because right now, when they look at PC, they're looking at whatever Steam's hardware library tells them is the most common video card, CPU, and all that. But the studios that are making their games specifically compatible with Steam Deck, verified, I think you've got probably 4 years of playing reasonable quality AAA games. But if they don't make the Steam Deck a priority, you'll always have to fiddle with it with a lot of AAA games. Now, Wulong just came out.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries. So Wulong just came out. Perfect example. AAA game from Team Ninja. It runs awesome on the Steam Deck. It has performance mode and graphics mode. I have it. I've got 10 hours into it. I'm on the fourth part of it, the fourth story part, Battlefield. It looks great in performance mode. It's very comparable to a PS4 game, a really good PS4 Pro game, quality visuals wide in performance mode. It's all about what publishers would do. If they make it a priority to say, hey, we're releasing on PC and we're going to have a Steam Deck version, it's going to be, you'll have a good device. Now, anything that's come out on PC prior to last year, let's say 2020 back, they all look great. I'm running them on pretty good quality graphics. And that's why I think I'm going to pat myself on the back here. My most popular content on my channel, it's Playable series on my Steam Deck, because I'm only ever playing non-verified games, the games that have come out in the last anywhere from 10 years ago to 2 years ago, and some new AAA stuff. So, yeah, it's a hard one to answer, but I don't recommend systems very often. But if you're a gamer like me who loves handheld gaming, is primarily a handheld gamer first, and you want cheap, and you have already existing PC library, man, Steam Deck's amazing. And Valve's support of it is really, really good. I should go work for Valve. I'm doing well promoting their product.
Yeah, every time I look at it, it looks interesting. But then
it's a big,
it's funny.
It's so well built, Crow.
It's so funny because it's probably more powerful than my laptop. The thing is I don't play AAA games, so
you know what? It is powerful, but not a lot of publishers are taking advantage of it. I say it's not a PC machine. It's a console that just happens to run Linux, and it's got PC heritage and can run PC games. But it's kind of like its own little thing that they have to develop for, because it's so unique. And I was playing. The battery sucks on it, though. I got to be honest with you. I was playing Wulong last night, and I only got an hour and 30 minutes out of it, and it died.
Really? From a full battery?
Yeah, full battery, an hour and 30 minutes.
That's as bad as my laptop.
Yep. And it's AAA game. It's non-verified, so it's like a non-verified game. It's not. They did nothing for it, but I got an hour and a half of it. Now, Final Fantasy 14, an MMO that came out 10 years ago, and has a iGraphic package, I can play for 3.5 hours on my Steam Deck. Really? And that's an MMO that's online, and I can get 3.5 hours out of it at max graphics. So, like, you know what? It all depends on how they optimize, right? But yeah,
I suppose so.
Oh, what must say?
There you go. That's what I'm playing.
Oh, what is going to help Why am I so big here? Why am I so much bigger than Crow?
I don't know.
What is going to help see medium-term features that devs really do see that you'd be able? Yeah, absolutely. It's a whole untapped market. They've got over close to, I must say, they got to be close to 1.5 million units sold now, which is nothing compared to the Switch. I know that, but what's the Sword of Sodan? Yeah, I heard that game's awful.
Yeah, it's what's funny is I looked it up after I made the video, and it actually was an Amiga game, and that was ported to the Genesis, and it made me think, why didn't we just get the Amiga version?
Oh my gosh! Like, did it lose something in the translation, or was it a crappy Amiga game also?
It was a crappy Amiga game too.
All right. Okay.
Well, it wasn't. Let me put it this way: it wasn't the greatest of Amiga games, but the Genesis version is way worse than the Amiga game.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. Jeez. Like, why did
I knew it was a bad game, but I kept saying there was something I saw really weird about that game, and I still can't figure out what it was. There was some reason that game stuck out in my mind, and I can't remember why.
Why would they put it on there then?
I don't know, because it was a Pico game.
Or they were forced to put it on there?
And you know what's really funny? The Metal Mech game is a Jalico game. So
Really?
that means that means I think that the Jalico collections are secretly Pico.
They are
collections.
Pico. The Jalicos. There's something I see something where Jalico got Pico. It's Pico in there somewhere in the manual or something.
And Radical Bikers. That Radical Bikers, that was made by Galco.
Oh my! Yeah, they bought licenses, right?
So... And that was originally an arcade game. And if you have a chance, look up the music for that game, because it is like nothing you've ever heard.
Oh, good Lord.
It's a song. It's a constant song about delivering pizzas.
Oh, geez. Somebody commented on my video today that they like my reaction, but can't wait for your review. I'm like, great.
Well, they're going to be
I'm going to reply back
to
him. I'm going to reply back to him. At least you're subscribed to my channel, unlike Crow.
I am subscribed. That's why I'm in the chat now. Something goofy happened with my chat.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I'll prove it.
I'm gonna hide you from my channel. Oh, see, how can you not be subscribed? You're a moderator on my channel.
Exactly.
Wow, look at that chat. You're not only the moderator, and you wouldn't even subscribe. Oh my gosh, that's awful.
Yeah, Super Bubble Pop was a Jalico game, but I specifically remember the PlayStation version, at least the PlayStation version of Super Bubble Pop was a budget game. And I wonder why they put the Game Boy Advance version on instead of the PlayStation version.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I like sometimes I'm bewildered by some of the curation.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it couldn't be a space thing unless 40 Winks is taking up the whole thing and they didn't have enough room for Super Puzzle Pop or whatever that game is called. But I can't imagine that game's taking up barely any space on the disc to begin with, because it was a budget game. It had to have been, because I think when that game was new, it was like $20.
Yeah, I know. But I am like, I know you're not like, we're back on Evercade, so we should probably just do a community sound off. But but like, you know, I'm excited about it.
It's fresh on everybody's mind because we just saw it today.
Yeah, nobody expected it. I did not expect to be speaking about Evercade today at all. Like, I thought I was going to do some.
We always talk about.
Yeah, we always talk a little bit about it. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I was still on my epic quest to convince you that there's merit in the Playdate world. Sean appearing on the next Evercast. I don't know. Is he? Maybe. Is Sean coming on the next Evercast? Do you know?
Oh, Sean. I have no idea. I'd be the last to know.
I wonder when they were going to release the new one. Next week, you think? Planned?
Maybe they're going to wait another month. I don't know.
Yeah, because like, yeah, fun stock goof for sure.
They should just always have 2 trailers at the same time. They should just do them both at the same time in one video. They've done that before.
Yeah, because they release 2 at a time, right? Like
Yeah, usually, yeah. So I don't know why they wanted to do one and then delay a while and do the other one.
Aren't Blaze and Funstock owned by the same parent company? I heard something about that.
They have. I think they are. In fact, I just assumed they were from the very beginning.
What is the parent company?
I don't know. I just assumed that they were this. I just assumed that Funstock was Blaze. I always just assumed that.
Congratulations, you played yourself. Yeah, because like Andrew's the managing director of Blaze, which is a title normally if he was the CEO is different, right? I don't know how it works. I don't know who owns them.
I mean, I watched a video where somebody like disassembled the whole thing to prove that Funstock and Blaze were owned by the same company. And I was like, I just assumed they always were.
Yeah, is that supposed to be a big, like, I gotcha? Like,
I don't know. That the whole video was positioned in a way that made it seem that I have proof that they're owned by the same company. Really, I always assumed they were.
All right. Yeah, me too. It felt like they were because they got their like unless they're owned by like some criminal mastermind out there. I don't know. P Cube is the main company. What?
P Cube is the main. Yeah, well, I can see that. It's like how like Taco
what is
Bell.
P Cube?
It's like how Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and Kentucky Fried Chicken are all owned by Yum Brands.
P Cube is a publishing company. Doesn't look like anything.
Who knows?
What's that?
Who knows? I mean, it could be the case that they are the owners of Blaze, and
P Cube looks like they got a lot of cool games that I wouldn't mind seeing on the Evercade. P Cube.
Really, like, I wonder why we haven't gotten the P Cube collection.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I don't know. They don't have no mention of Evercade here. They're everywhere else but Evercade.
But yeah, why else would all the exclusive stuff go to Funstock? I mean,
yeah, I never heard of Funstock until I heard of Evercade.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, it's funny because sometimes I don't even, I keep forgetting that Funstock sells stuff other than Evercade.
It's a British company.
Cube stuff is all too new and hardware intensive for the Evercade.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that for sure.
I thought they owned some old stuff or something. Now you're gonna make me look it up to find out what it is.
I am. I'm interested now.
Like, do they have anything I've even heard of?
No, I don't know what they are. David Payne is the founder. David Payne is the CEO.
Japanese games, indie games, racing games, adventure games. That's weird. These Super Lucky's Tale? Okay, I've heard of that one. Earth Defense Force I've heard of. Really?
P-Cube, government. What?
Gal Gun I've heard of.
The registered.
Hey, Guilty Gear? They must be publishing this stuff. I don't think they made this stuff. Yeah, they're game publisher. But brand P-Cube. Something doesn't make sense here. Because I click on it, and it takes me to an Amazon link where Guilty Gear is brand P-Cube.
There's only 3 shareholders.
They must be the publisher in, you know what it is? I think I get it. They're a publisher in the UK. That's why and this stuff is coming out under different publishers in North America, which is why I've never heard of P-Cube.
Yeah, I don't know what they are.
Because that's got to be it. Because they're publishing like Guilty Gear. But I know they're not the publisher of Guilty Gear in the US.
Yeah, I have no idea. It's, you know what? It's annoying trying to get information on them. So they're a very private company. It looks like they only have 3 3 shareholders. maybe that's the whole reason that video that you watched exists, is because
Yeah,
somebody
I looked
like
it up.
somebody like
Yeah,
us started going down a rabbit hole and like, wow, there's something here.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
asked them
No,
around.
it makes perfect sense to me now. They only publish in the UK, and all the games that they publish over there are published by somebody else over here.
Oh, okay.
So, Guilty Gear, the Guilty Gear game I was looking up, that's published by them in the UK, but here that's published by Axis Games.
Hello, gents. Hello, gents. I'm
They
gonna
do
sit.
publish in North America as well. What do they publish in North America?
I'm gonna talk in a British accent now. Hello, gents. Can I ask you what you made of Ryan said on the
You might
Evercade?
not want to do your accent anymore.
No, it's awful.
Yeah.
Big things coming to the VS. Is there a remote chance that Capcom? I think they're one and done with Capcom. I don't know. Big things. I think big software updates. Obviously, Pico 3 coming today.
Okay. They published something here called Gal Guardians. Okay.
So,
That's something.
answer the question from Tales of the Judland Waste. What do you think the big things Ryan is mentioning, alluding to, Crow?
Which comment?
I got it up on the stream.
Can I ask
Ryan,
you what
remember Ryan said big
on
things
Evercade?
coming this year and Tales from the Judland Waste are thinking, what do you think, Capcom? I think they're one and done with Capcom, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think that he made a comment saying that the only way they could even get the Capcom games is if they were digital and not physical.
Yeah.
Which is why they're only on the EXP. But yeah, he hinted at things, I think software wise, but didn't elaborate on any of that. He didn't even say when it was coming out, because I asked if it was sooner in the. He was really excited about something he said they were coming out with. I said, "Is it sooner in the year, later in the year?" And he wouldn't even say.
Yeah, Karsten must be watching all my videos because that's what I want. Some type of achievement, shared experience, and profile. Like, I want that so bad.
I asked about even yesterday I asked specifically about achievements, and that's pretty much unlikely because of how much would be involved in adding those in retroactively for everything they've already done. And for every collection. And even if they just do it going forward, they'd have to do it like for like the Toll Plan arcade one, let's say, they'd have to do it for 8 games.
Yeah, but
right off the bat.
The VCS just did it per game when they released the game. They just put achievements in the game. So you could probably just do per collection. I have a collection achievements, like 5 one achievement, open all 5 games. Boom. Like, stuff like that.
That's not much of an achievement. That's like
that's one of the achievements.
that's like the game achievements. Ever played Deadpool on either the PS3 or the PS4? What's funny is you get an achievement for starting the game, and the achievement's called "The First One's Free."
Oh.
And then the next time you hit a button, you get another achievement that says the second one's also free.
Wow, that's pretty ingenious, actually. But so I think the profile thing I'd like to have, my leaderboard, stuff like that. I think it's I think the Evercade community is a lot bigger than the VCS community, so I think these are the stuff I'd like to see.
They do have quite a few games published over here, but the thing is, I've not heard of almost any of these.
Are you still talking about P-Cube?
Yes, I am, because I've been looking at stuff.
See, now, were you the one that did the YouTube video, or are you going to do part 2?
Wait, who? What now?
The video about Funstock and Evercade New Orleans.
No, I don't even remember. I don't even remember who did that video, and I wouldn't waste my time making a video on that.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
What? Are we an hour ahead now or an hour behind?
We are an hour ahead now. So
technically an hour later.
Right now, at my time, if we didn't advance the times forward an hour, it would be 9 o'clock. Okay, however, it is 10 o'clock now.
Why am I falling asleep? It should only be 7 o'clock my time.
Yes, but your time, it would be 8 o'clock then, right?
Right now, 8 o'clock now for you.
Yeah, we used to be 7 o'clock. I don't know why North America and Europe can't get rid of daylight savings time. Everybody else did.
Yeah, because the insurance companies, they love it too much. Because everybody has car accidents the day after, and the insurance companies just make fortunes. That's
I
what
don't
I
know.
think.
I think it's just they like to have us complain about stuff. That way we're not focused on other things.
What? YouTubers complaining? Really?
I'm not
No
saying
way.
YouTubers in general. I mean everybody.
Everybody complains, man. That's
Of
what's.
course, YouTubers complain.
What the
Of
hell do you
course.
have running on your screen there? Are you like doing your taxes or
What,
something?
you just noticed this?
Yeah, I was looking off screen. I was looking in chat.
This is the game I've been playing.
That's not a game. You need to
I,
redefine what a game is.
how is this not a game?
Muzz, look at Muzz. We don't have daylight savings time.
See, it's got buttons.
Yeah, we shouldn't have it. Well,
It's
parts
got
of Canada don't
achievements.
have it. Parts of Canada doesn't have it. And parts of US don't have it either. Arizona doesn't have daylight savings.
Yeah, Arizona doesn't have it. My dad lives in Arizona, so that's extra annoying.
Atlantic
Because
Canada doesn't have it. And I think Saskatchewan doesn't have it. I'm not sure.
because he's either an hour behind or 2 hours behind, depending on the time of year.
Yeah, stupid. It's the stupid. Like where my mom lives. She lives in Atlantic time. She's either 3 hours behind me or 4. Like I'm either 4 hours behind her or 3, depending on the year, on the time of the year. It's so silly. Daylight saving. I agree. Daylight saving time should not exist. We're not farmers anymore.
Well, that's the thing. Is like that was one of the things that people were. Oh, it's for the farmers. That's in fact, that's what my mom told me when
Yeah,
I
that's
was
what
a
I
kid.
was
And I asked
told
about
too.
it, but that's not the case. Farmers hate daylight savings time even more than regular people.
So who's it
because
for?
because they have to get up whenever the sun rises, regardless of what time it is.
So who created this monstrosity known as
They
daylight?
claim it was like for energy purposes,
Oh,
like to conserve energy or something. Because if it's late, if it's lighter out later, then you don't have to use lights.
oh, for love of
But
God,
what they forget is that it's darker out
darker.
earlier.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, oh boy.
Yeah, that was the thing too. It's for people are more likely to go out shopping if it's light out rather than dark out. That was another thing.
Really?
But the thing is why not just change your hours instead of changing everybody's hours?
Oh gosh. Yeah, I don't get it. It's so silly, dude. It's so silly that they do that.
That's because another thing I heard was like, oh, well, with daylight savings time, like if you're taking your kids to school, well, you're taking them to school in the daytime rather than during night, like when it's dark out, and much prefer that. It was like, well, why doesn't the school just open an hour later?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's common sense doesn't mesh well with humanity very often. I've noticed that. Like if that makes too much sense, we better not do it. Like it's like what? Oh, we're gonna upset somebody, and there's like I don't know. It's just
They've been
crazy.
trying for years here to get rid of it. It just never gets past
we're
the
waiting
first step
for.
of government.
We're ready to go in British Columbia, but for some stupid reason, we're waiting for Washington State to get approval through U.S. Congress to switch.
That's never going to happen because they've been trying that for years, and it
Yeah,
just
so we're
falls.
locked to them. I'm like, no, let's just do it. We don't care about Washington State. Screw them, because that's our border state.
I swear, the
Anyway.
1 year I just didn't change my clocks, and then when
Why?
it came, because then when it came time to change them again, I didn't have to change them again.
Okay. So,
In fact, I still haven't changed the clocks today. The ones that I need to change, they're still an hour back.
yeah, because you're cranky. You're in a bad mood. That's why.
Well, the one clock is way up there. I need a stick to change it. That
'Cause
one
you're in a
that's
bad
way
mood.
in the back. I need to get a ladder to get up there. That's way too far back.
Yep, but you're in a bad mood because
That
of,
clock, I don't think I've ever changed that clock back there because it's too
Hey.
much trouble.
So totally off topic. Do you go? You don't go to movies very often, right?
Not anymore, no.
Yeah. So there's this
Oh.
movie coming out. This movie intrigued me. It's the first movie that's intrigued me in a long time, called 65. So this is the premise. Apparently, he's out in space. He has an accident, and instead of going to another planet, he goes back in time 65 million years to the dinosaurs. I'm like, that is weirdest setup ever. Like, what accident could send you back 65 million years? And didn't I already see a movie like that 10 years ago? Isn't that Planet of the Apes with Mark Wahlberg? Isn't that the same premise?
Wasn't that Planet of the Apes with Charlton Heston back
Yeah.
in the 60s?
Yeah. Like, wasn't that done already? Like,
but he didn't go back to the time
backward.
of dinosaurs. He didn't go back in time. I don't know if you want spoilers or not.
No, I haven't seen the movie yet. I want to go watch 65.
Oh, I don't know about. Have you seen Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, I saw Planet of the Apes. I love the Charlton Heston. I'm not a fan
didn't
of Charlton
go back.
Heston.
He didn't go back in time. The whole thing was he was on in the future, planet Earth.
Yeah, he went and yeah. Yeah, it's like he went into the future of planet Earth, and he was going to a different planet though.
Well, he thought he was on another planet.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. He didn't think he went back in time, sorry. But yeah. He goes to the future because that's the big reveal of the movie, right? He's walking on the beach.
He sees the Statue of Liberty in the Forbidden Zone. And you know what the most ridiculous thing about all this is? I've never seen the movie and I know all this.
Oh, I've seen it.
I've seen all
the Planet of the Apes.
I want to see it sometime because I know so much about it. I just never watched it.
Yeah, dang you dirty dinosaurs. It was so funny. But the Mark Wahlberg one still throws me for a loop. Like, I don't understand the premise of that one.
Because they wanted to have a same shock ending, but they didn't want it to be the same.
Yeah. Well, this one here, Ian said 7 out of 10. That's pretty good for a movie. I want to watch it. I want to go see it. So, I love dinosaurs.
It doesn't make sense. Like, he goes back in time 65 million years, and he's in the time of dinosaurs. What in the world could possibly happen after that?
I don't know.
Did he does he accidentally go back to the future?
I have no idea how he could even get out of there.
Abraham Lincoln, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my God, that movie so bad. So bad.
That was Tim Burton, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. Tim Burton, I don't really like a lot of his movies, so I'm not a big fan of a lot of it. Edward Scissorhands and all those movies, not my jam. Yeah, Parallel Universe, I think.
Scissorhands is an interesting movie.
Hey guys, could you play a GoBots commercial? That would be very cool. Yeah, last time I played a GoBots commercial, my stream got taken down live. Thanks, Chuck. Chuck's trying to get me banned from YouTube. I don't know how we ended up here. Crow just left. Well, I guess we'll end the show.
Can you hear me? I thought I could find something really cool.
I love how Crow just gets up and leaves.
I was gonna grab something and I don't know where it is. I think maybe I don't actually own this. Maybe it's all in my head, but I could swore I had the soundtrack to Edward Scissorhands on vinyl.
Oh God, why? Why would you want that?
I didn't want that.
The stupidest premise for a movie ever.
It was extremely cheap.
Boy has scissors on his hands.
It was extremely cheap, and my wife wanted it.
Oh, yeah, man. Things are going good, Chuck. Hopefully, you're doing well. Yeah, I don't know. The whole hot dog show just devolved. Well, it further evolved, I should say, into talking.
This is a game on my screen. It's called Antimatter Dimensions, and it's free on Steam.
Some things on free you should just leave and not download on your computer. You should just leave it a be. Look, you know what? It's probably some foreign government taking all your computer details now, and
if you like watching
masking as a game,
this is a game for people who like to watch numbers. See?
No, it's the Chinese government. Chinese government and Russian governments are hacking your computer right now. All of the world faces it. Oh.
See, I knew you'd like this game.
No.
Just like that plastic duck simulator.
That at least had something. We were rooting for the ducks in that one.
You know, they came out. There was another update. There's more ducks in the game now.
I know. That got intoxicating at the end. just seeing if the duck would go down the chute or something like that. I was like, no, he's gonna take the ride, the lift.
You know what was funny about that? I had that going for a long time, and the tram that went back up to the top, it got stuck and jammed
Oh, really?
somehow, and it
With too
wouldn't
many
let the
ducks?
duck. No, it wouldn't. There were only 2 ducks in it somehow, and
I
it
dare
wouldn't
you.
open. It was at the top, and it wouldn't open to let him free, and it was just stuck there.
You
And so
should
now
create a channel and have that stream 24 hours a day. I guarantee you'd have 1,000,000 subs.
I know that there would be people watching that on Twitch constantly, but the thing is, I'd have to have it constantly running on my computer.
Well, that's fine. And put some like non-copyright music in the background. People would just have that on.
Oh, Carson, you familiar with the plastic duck simulator? I don't know how much longer you're planning on going, but I could put that on.
No, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna watch a movie actually. But yeah.
You know
Anyway,
what the last movie I saw was in theaters was Ghostbusters Afterlife. That was it.
I like that. I like
It was
that
okay.
movie.
It was okay. I just didn't. I was kind of disappointed to see something I hope they wouldn't show. I didn't want to see the ghost of Egon, and they showed it.
Oh, of course they were.
I just didn't think they'd go there.
Yeah, they probably did that after viewer pre-reviews. Probably.
You mean focus groups? Nah, I
Yeah,
think
they
they
probably
always
did
planned
that
it
during focus groups.
because the Ivan Reitman's son directed it, so I think it was just guaranteed to happen regardless.
Well, and Dan Aykroyd and Eugene Levy were such. Is it Eugene Levy?
No, you're thinking of Harold Ramis.
Harold Ramis were like such good friends, right?
That I couldn't tell you. I don't know what the relationship was.
Well, Ghostbusters is Dan Aykroyd, right? He wrote, and that's all it is. It's
yeah,
based on his real
he
life.
was part writer of that, and the stuff that he originally wanted in that movie was really crazy.
Yeah, well, it's based on his real life.
Yeah,
You know that Dan Aykroyd. Well, Dan Aykroyd's from Ottawa, and his parents were Ghostbusters. They were actually.
If that was true, how come there wasn't
chasers.
any vodka in Afterlife?
Yeah, and Crystal Skulls.
Yeah, Crystal.
Yeah,
maybe
but
he had
no,
a hand in the last Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
movie.
he used to ghost hunt and all that, and he still does. He's very big into paranormal and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's all based on.
But at least they made up at the very end, Bill and Harold. As far as I've heard, they.
If you believe Bill.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But I could swear I've heard it from more than just him.
Yeah, I think Harold Ramis's kid said the same thing. So
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, in fact, I think that's who it was that mentioned that.
All right, we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it. It's all right. Oh my God, we've been an hour and a half. Oh my gosh. Really? Everyone, thanks as usual. Crow, thanks as usual for.
We're ending it.
You never know what we're gonna talk about. It's hilarious. Crow, you can go back to being cranky.
You know, we didn't talk about hot dogs.
That's fine. No hot dogs tonight. Hot dogs and ketchup.
But it's the name of the podcast.
No, it's an acronym. If
it was an acronym, you need a period between each letter.
It's home of the Dopest original gaming show. Hot dogs.
You know what's funny is the last time you said it, you ended it with podcast. So
yeah, I know.
It's supposed
to be show. Oh, screw it. We'll figure out a new name. That's our whole year we got in front of us. I like to tell the chat we'll be back sometime. I just don't know when.
Yeah, we don't know when, and we don't know what the name of the show's going to be.
Yeah, we'll have to rename it. I think I'm going to do a poll on my channel, and I'm going to put 5 names out there. So, Crow, you have to send me 2 names.
Wait, what?
You have to send me 2 show names, and I'm going to put it on a poll.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Chat. Good night. Bye, everyone. Thanks for hanging out.
Okay.